This video is going to show you some extra customization features that Recipe Key has. If you jump into the back end and let's say that I want to set up my front page of my Foodie Pro, if I go into widgets and I've got a Foodie Pro featured post in there, I'm going to get rid of that and replace it with my Recipe Key featured category. And then I'm also going to throw in a Recipe Key featured tags widget. And then I'm going to start configuring my Recipe Key category page. And what you'll notice on here is that there's two new checkboxes, one to remove the diet name and one to remove the diet icon. So if I come through here, just like I would normally configure a Foodie Pro widget, I'm going to show the image after the title. I'm going to increase the image size. I'm going to show the title, and I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to come down here to the featured tags, and I'm going to change the grid to half. I'm going to grab my gluten-free posts only. I'm going to increase this to 4. I am also going to do an image. I'm going to leave the image size, and I'm going to do a post. So if we jump back to the front end and we refresh it, we can see that Recipe Key has been enabled on the category widget. And if we scroll down, we can see that Recipe Key has been enabled on the featured widget, but it doesn't look very great. There's too many tags. So one thing that we can do here is if we jump back to the widgets, I am going to remove the name and save it. So if I come back here and I do a refresh, so Recipe Key's still here. It's not as cluttered, but you still get the same linkage, and you still show people what dietary attributes that your recipe has. One more thing that you can do, so that's with the widgets. If we jump back and we add the Recipe Key sidebar, we can also remove the diet icon or remove the name. So for this, I am going to remove the diet icon and save it, and I'll do a refresh. And now you can see that I just have the the gluten-free, the diet, the dairy-free, the egg-free, and no icon. If I wanted to come back here and I wanted to just have the icons, I could remove the name, and then I have that there. For this, I'm going to show both. And then if we jump into the posts, we also have the ability to do that. So posts and archives are a little bit different. To change that, you will jump into your settings and go to Recipe Key, and you've got checkboxes now down the side. So I actually want to do something a little bit different with my archives pages. So I'm going to go into appearance and customize. And I'm going to go to theme settings and content archives, and I'm going to change the grid to 1/4. Save that. And let's make sure it changed. So let's go to recipes. All right, so now we can see that there's just a little bit too much information here. It's kind of overwhelming. So I'm going to remove the meta tags as well as the entry information and publish that. And I'm going to get out of this, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back to Recipe Key, and I'm actually going to just completely remove Recipe Key from just the category page. So now if we go back and we look at the category page, we can see it's nice and clean, or cleaner. I'd probably remove the excerpts here as well to clean it up. So let's go and do that. Theme settings. Let's get rid of remove the content. So now we just have a tiny picture with the title. But if we jump into one of these, we still have recipe key and it's displayed.